by default is 2739. And for those who need a shortcut to remember it, it's the final 4 digits of our 800 phone number. So our number is 800-526-2739. Thank you, Dan. Now we have a couple of different ways to create a coupon. Let's first cover this as a. We'll do it for retrieve. There's a few different settings set up that you can use to custom make coupons for your business. The file size is 622 by 208. And for any of the stores that have any access to a creative designer, I would encourage you to have them mock up a few coupons in this size. I can assure you that this is a project that should take them 10-15 minutes if you tell them what you want to say. And the coupon can be whatever. It could be just your store name and free iStep scan. Come back in for your free iStep scan. It could be a discount on a certain product, whatever works for your business. So you can have it designed, and then you'd simply create a file on the computer, and then you would retrieve the file and open it up. And here we have 3 that are created as models. One is the one that's showing. We have number 2, which would just be this. And again, this is simply some options for your creative designer to use to create their own. So now the other options that you have here is you can draw frames around the coupon, which most people do. So if we want to change the frame to black, we just change that frame from green to black. And then of course you can save them as well, so that when you create coupons, they can all be saved and retrieved at a later date. So if you want to, there's another way that you can, if you don't have access to a creative designer or a graphic designer, the other thing you can do is simply create them in this bottom feature right here. So let's do that. The first thing you need to do is clear the background. Get rid of it. Otherwise, it'll still be there. Dan, if you don't mind, put save $5. So you would click on it, update it, save. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, save $5. So we would highlight it, and you can make it any size that you want by going bigger or smaller. That's with these buttons right here. So let's make it real big. Oops, sorry, clicking on the wrong side. And you can do the same thing on your end. And then you can choose color. You can make it underlined. I don't like underlined, but let's make it bold. And let's pick a color. Someone want to pick a color? Red. All right, so let's go red. And now we'll update it. So save $5. Let's pick a frame. I want to do a purple frame or a green frame. Anyone have a preference? Orange? Okay, so we have an orange frame. And then here you would do an image. So you can actually get an image, put any file on your computer and pull it up. Or we give you some images to use. And this badminton has really become kind of a joke at Aetrex. We're not really sure why it's in there. But there's a few hundred pictures, I think, or at least 100 that you can use for coupon creations. And you can resize the image and update it. And Dan, let's put on Linko's in May. Okay, thank you. And again, this can be whatever you want. We can make it as big as we want. So let's keep going. And all right, we'll make it bold. Oops. And let's go with blue. And we have a coupon created. So ideally, you can work with a graphic designer and make something that's a little bit more fancy, but you can do basic coupons to include in your printout simply built into this neat system we have here. And if you want to save it, these can be saved as well and used at a future date. So now the coupon, if you remember, when we exit out, in print settings, you would, if this is checked, when you print out your printout after the customer does a test, the coupon will appear at the bottom. It also can be used in the email feature as well. Dan, anything? Am I leaving anything out?
The one thing that I wanted to mention was if if our customers are going to create their own coupons with and import them in, either with a designer, as you had said, or if they're handy with something like Photoshop and can create their own coupons. The coupon size should be 622 by 208 pixels, and they'd need to save that in JPEG format to be able to import it into the coupon creation screen.
Thanks, Dan. Also in here, there's other features. You can take these columns and do left justification, right, center. So you can play with it. It's very straightforward, and I think you'll find it a nice, easy tool for your printouts.